Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Privacy-minded Harry and Meghan, who may have left it all behind because of the horrible paparazzi, were seen catching up with Oprah at a recent charity event hosted by Kevin Costner. The Mirror tells us that the 1805 Live fundraiser saw the likes of Ellen DeGeneres and Maroon 5 join the star-studded crowds and performers at Mr. Costner's Santa Barbara estate. Oprah was joking with Harry as she also stood to address the crowds. Harry and Meghan were also seen posing for photos with guests at the event, which raised thousands for counselling services supporting those experiencing mental health issues and suicidal feelings. We once again saw the dynamic of Meghan enjoying Hollywood, but Harry maybe not so much. Body expert Judy James tells The Mirror, Meghan looks entranced by the event and the company, while Harry appears less comfortable, looking rather out of place in their celebrity surroundings. One of his hands seemed keen to stay stuffed in a pocket, and it's Meghan seeming to keep touching him with her hand in small pats or pushes, using steering and encouraging gestures to help him into the right place at the right time. It looks very much like Meghan's gig, with her taking a much more central and dominant role here, perhaps swapping roles and status with her husband after Harry's star turn at the Invictus Games. Author of The Last Queen and royal expert Clive Irving tells The Express US, Harry and Meghan's celebrity used to rest on the former's connection to the royal family, but now they've been celebrities in their own right for so long they don't need to trade on that anymore. That's no longer part of their lives. He also suggests that moving forward, Meghan won't attend royal events and engagements through the fear of not wanting to be accused of embarrassing the king or being a burden on the monarchy. This will likely please Charles, as a source close to the king told the Sunday Times that the Harry and Meghan drama frustrates him because it overshadows what Charles is trying to accomplish. The source said, it frustrates him that personal issues intrude on the public duty. He'd much rather the focus was on his work, not the soap opera of the private life. It is always frustrating when family dynamics overshadow the public role. If Harry wants to visit his father, he'll have to give notice. Reports are that Harry was denied a room at Windsor Castle during his recent UK trip. According to the Telegraph, not only was Harry denied a room, he was told by Buckingham Palace that should he wish to visit his dad, he would have to put in a formal request. The Sun adds that Harry was told he was welcome to join them at Balmoral, where Charles and Queen Camilla were having private family time. However, Harry is understood to have claimed his itinerary made the trip impossible. Royal expert Ingrid Seward said, for Harry, this was a golden opportunity missed. He should have braved it out and gone to see them. If the king invites you to Balmoral, then most people would cancel all of their travel plans. He could have easily rearranged things slightly to allow himself the time. Any attempts for rapprochement must be on the king's terms. I'm glad he is showing some backbone and offering this olive branch. But Harry must have known that not only the king, but the whole of the royal court decamp to Balmoral for the summer, and that was the only place he could go. I am not sure if Harry has realized how hurt his father was, especially about the things he said about Camilla. But of course, Charles will always welcome him as he is a forgiving man and it's his son. But it has to be on his terms, and Harry has to apologize, not the other way around. If he wants security and somewhere to stay, palaces which are dust-sheeted and thoroughly cleaned when royals are not in residence during summer are not going to be opened for Harry. Royal expert Charles Ray adds, Charles has been criticised over the last few weeks for not doing enough to send out the olive branch and everything else. Well, here he has. He sent out a huge, great, big olive branch, and Harry has snapped it in half. Palace Intrigue will be right back. A rumour that Harry and Meghan might be given a new UK home were called untrue. The rumour comes from the King's decision to keep Harry as one of his councillors of state, the complications being that laws state that those chosen for the role require a UK home. The Express shared how royal sources have claimed that discussions were taking place in order to lease the couple a new home to conform to the law, but the palace have since rubbished these claims, stating there is no truth in them. A spokesman simply stated the claims are not true. If you work in Buckingham Palace security, you're likely to have a miserable day. Republican protesters staged a protest inside Buckingham Palace today, the first time a protest has taken place inside the King's London residence and main home of the royal family, according to the Mirror. The protest was by members of Republic who had posed as tourists to get into the grand hall of the palace. The group unzipped jackets and jumpers to reveal T-shirts spelling out the words, "Not my king." 6 activists were detained by security and taken out of the front gate. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or your app of choice, and hit the 5 stars on Apple if you like the show. Also, head over to YouTube, youtube.com, and hit subscribe for Palace Intrigue over there. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.